Hello, friends, and we're back again with another podcast. Of course, as always, Mike and Jeff here. We actually got a good amount to talk about
We
today.
do. It's
Um,
nice.
Which also just makes it showing that we're like a month out from
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
season
say not only
starting.
that, but is
So,
officially a month out.
Hopefully that means more things start coming out,
oh,
more people are
it's a
signing, stuff like
beautiful
that.
thing.
But
beautiful.
until then, we got this stuff. But yeah, we obviously have Clayton Keller has a new deal.
Yep.
A little shake up with NBC Sports and their number one broadcast team.
The Flyer has
Justin Williams,
surgery.
Justin Williams news, and some other things here and there we'll obviously
Yep.
get to. And we move on to, of course, the Islanders
Yes.
being our next team.
Correct.
And a little deep dive. So I guess we can kind of jump right into it, as we normally do with these podcasts, and just kind of first look around the league and see what's going on. And the biggest one that happened yesterday was Clayton Keller's
Yes.
signed
A
his
huge
extension.
deal.
which is actually really surprising, how the money and everything works in it. But
Right.
it is for 8 years, 52.2 mil, 7.15 cap hit per year. So
Yes.
not bad.
It
He
really
was,
isn't. Also,
He was an RFA for next offseason.
yes,
so
and that is probably one of the smartest moves that their
Yeah.
GM for Arizona could have done because, let's be honest,
he doesn't want to have
a debacle like we're having right now. Not only that, but this money for Keller, yeah, he's a very young player, but he's rightfully
He's
earned it.
young, but I
He's
think that's
a
about what
yeah.
I would pay him.
Oh, absolutely, he's an absolute stud, and I think that this is a perfect amount for Keller. But again, the biggest thing is he's one of next year's RFAs, not this year, next year's.
Yeah, which I
And
don't think
it's
you thought
so
about
important
right
to
away.
lock him up now.
Yeah.
So here's my question. So looking at how Keller, he's on RFA for next year, and he got locked up now, do you think a lot of GMs were thinking, oh, maybe that
Why aren't
would
we
have been a
doing
good
that?
idea?
They might, but
Then again,
I actually
obviously-
want to see this too.
Yeah.
'Cause Cap obviously plays a role.
Well,
Okay.
right, and that's what I was going
At
to
the
say
moment now,
just
they
now.
have 178,000 in cap. The Arizona Coyotes.
Okay.
They're all signed for this year. That was just kind of the biggest one for next
Yeah.
offseason, because we did do a dive
Mm-hmm. In Arizona,
on
yeah.
that before. And the other signings, it's not huge. So I guess if you have the right amount of cap and you don't really have to worry about signing anyone big next
Right.
offseason, then, and if you're the Coyotes,
Mm.
for the Coyotes' sake, no big free agent outside of Phil Kessel wants to go to Arizona, really, because
Yeah.
it's Arizona. It's always a question mark and everything, so it's always a place someone really thinks about.
Right.
So I think they really kind of worry about their own before free agency and off-season stuff.
Exactly.
So I think it was smart of them to go Clayton Keller.
Absolutely. So that was certainly the biggest news. Also, Adrian Kempe signed a 3-year deal. The AAV is $2 million, so $6 million contract extension. I think that's a really small but
Yeah.
a perfect extension for
But-
the Kings and Kempe.
But before we get-
he's a terrific young player.
Before we get too far, I
Yeah.
do want to say one last thing here with Clayton
Oh
Keller.
yes,
That
yes. Go ahead.
even though it is this year, I kind of have a feeling this might start maybe getting some of these RFAs to
Yeah.
re-sign, as in guys who see themselves similar to Clayton Keller
Yes,
kind
for
of
sure.
level. And that's a Mitch Marner point, because those guys are obviously going to want more. and
Yes.
probably deserve more.
Oh,
but,
for sure. Yeah.
for guys that think, even if you're Travis Konechny or someone like that kind of caliber player, you might look at this and be like, okay,
Yeah.
how do I feel I am compared to someone like this?
Like, yeah, could I make this much
money-wise?
money? Yes or no? And no, that's definitely a good point. I'm glad you brought it up because, honestly,
And nothing against
yeah,
TK, but I don't think I'd pay him that much.
no, not yet. I love the guy, but yeah,
I'm just
unfortunately
thinking
not
caliber player kind of thing.
yet. Yes.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But for players like Keller that are RFAs out there right now, you know, it is a perfect example to say, okay, you know, I'm like this player, or if not, I'm better than him.
Yeah.
You know, no offense to him, but you know, obviously, you know, some players are better than Clayton Keller
I
that
don't know
are
how,
out there.
Yeah, it's kind of how you compare yourself
Exactly.
for
whatever, for sure. And you know, this is a great guideline to say, all right, my agent and I, let's sit down and talk things over and say, now we have a realistic contract to look at, not just for forwards, but in a way for defensemen as well, and say, all right, I could maybe get this much money. We'll see.
The defense one is kind of weirder for me that
well,
no one's
right.
really signed
That's why it's like, I don't know.
I guess because they're all around the same. Mainly the ones I'm thinking of is McAvoy, Provorov.
Yeah.
Because they don't really have anything to really go off of contract-wise. But still, it's not... Because I don't know why they'd be waiting for like a Marner or something like that to sign before they sign. Because a Marner-type player doesn't really affect how you as defensemen really are really seen or how you're played and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, those are two signings that kind of happened. And Jimmy Schmaltz signed a 1-year deal for Vegas for $850,000.
Yep.
But another big thing that kind of happened since we last podcasted, it happened a couple of days ago now, maybe over the weekend, something like that. I forget when exactly it happened. It was around the weekend, but it really came to a surprise, I think, to a lot of people that Justin Williams is taking a short break from hockey.
Yes. No, I agree. It's
he's doing a lot better than Andrew Luck.
Yeah. But it is interesting, though. However, it's in time. You know, I think it's smart of him. If he knows he's not ready, or if he just wants a little bit of a break,
a longer break or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's fine. He rightfully deserves one. So the 37-year-old said this past Monday that he'll step away from the sport, not saying he's retiring.
Yeah.
But if he wants a later start in the season, he will. He said in a statement released by the team, quote, "This is the first time in my life that I've felt unsure of my aspirations with regards to hockey. For as long as I can remember, my whole offseason until this point has been hockey and doing what was necessary to prepare for the upcoming season. Because of my current indecision and without the type of mental and physical commitment that I'm accustomed to having, I decided to step away from the game," end quote. So he's currently an unrestricted free agent, a 3-time Stanley Cup champion whose 2-year contract with Carolina expired after last season.
I think he was a big part of why the Hurricanes did really well last year.
Yes, 100%, and helped lead them to the Eastern Conference Finals.
A bigger loss than I think that team's probably going to realize.
Right.
But not that I think that's going to really affect them too much. I just think that leadership and everything he brought is kind of going to affect
But not
him
only
a bit.
that, but look at like the aspect of, you know, like it's a weird thing to say, but like the aspect of bringing out the fun in these young kids.
Yeah.
Like literally, you saw how he helped. He was the one who basically started the storm surge.
He started it, and then he was the one, I'm pretty sure, that ended it.
Yeah, he was. But
because he was like, okay, this is fun now, but we're
let's
actually a really good team because that's the only thing you guys are talking about us about is the stuff we do after ice. But we're actually a good team,
and let's prove it. So I gotta give him a lot of credit. You know, he knows. You know, obviously he's quite the character, and he knows I want to have fun.
And
but
also that was another thing too, because Carolina is another fan base where you're like, you kind of have to do a lot to kind of get them. That's kind of the problem with a team in like the southeast or like kind of out west towards Arizona and stuff like that. It's a little harder to kind of get people into hockey.
It can be.
So, but something like that really did bring a lot of people together.
Oh, absolutely! It was a overnight sensation,
and it wasn't just like that. It was like they were also a good team,
right?
So they
and
had
that's what made it all the better. It was awesome. You know, and obviously we'll break down. Or no, hold on. I lied. We already broke down Carolina a while ago.
Yeah, we broke them down.
Yeah. Never mind. Ignore that comment. But But and then what
That
made,
was the
of
first
course,
one we
even
did.
better was the Don Cherry bunch of jerks comment. And,
Yeah,
they just.
that's what really took it
Oh
off.
my gosh, that was awesome. But but for Justin Williams, he's in a good spot because he doesn't need to prove or do anything else in hockey. He should be, in my opinion, a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
3-time Stanley Cup champion. He has 312 goals, 474 assists for 786 points in a current 18-year career with Carolina, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and Washington.
Yeah.
He was a key member of the Hurricanes 2006 championship team and also won it twice with the Kings in 2014 and 2016. No, sorry, 2012 and 2014. Got those wrong. And then he was also the Conn Smythe winner in 2014. Last season, he put up 53 points, 23 goals, 30 assists in 82 games, and then had 7 points, 4 goals, and 3 assists during the Hurricanes' 3 rounds. GM Don Waddell says the Hurricanes prepared for the possibility of not having Williams.
Right.
So you kind of have to, especially how late everything was going. But I whatever happens with Williams, if he decides, hey, I just want to retire, good for him. If he wants to come back,
he's 37. He doesn't really have much to prove. I think a lot of last season may have
he put a lot into it.
A little, not just that. I think that put a lot into his thought here,
right?
Because they went pretty far.
They did.
They just didn't. I mean, they got swept with the Bruins,
but still, the fact they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, they took down the champs in round 1.
Yeah,
they swept the Islanders and made it to the conference finals in their first playoff appearance in 9 years.
Yeah,
if not even 10 years, actually. Now that I think about it.
So I bet if they actually would have won, or maybe if they went to the Stanley Cup, or even here, I think it would have actually retired.
Yeah.
But I think here it's kind of like,
it's like, all right, let's see what
if we can. Yeah.
For sure.
Just because of one last cup kind of thing.
Exactly. That's what a lot of players did.
Yeah.
Mark Recchi did that back in 2011.
Yeah, I'm sure Joe Thornton's going to be another one of those guys, and maybe even
Patrick Marleau?
Yeah, him too. And Zdeno Chara.
Oh, yes.
That when they win, I think that's when they call it.
For sure. Really quickly about... Oh, actually, before I do that, any other comments on Justin Williams?
No, I think you kind of said everything.
Alrighty. Switching over to Patrick Marleau, because I just mentioned his name. Yes. The guy who represents Patrick Marleau, Pat Brisson, said the fit is not there at this time between the Marleau and the San Jose Sharks. The winger very much wants to play and will pursue other NHL opportunities. So, with that, being said, I know you had some thoughts earlier before the podcast started that I would love for you to bring up here, because I thought it was some good points.
Because they still have to sign Joe Thornton.
Well, that's it.
I think they probably prefer Thornton. They do have $4.6 million in cap space still,
and obviously not. And I don't think obviously Thornton's going to get all of that.
No, it's not horrible, but I think they also want to keep some.
Keep some just in case.
No, they already signed Mayer, so they don't have to worry about that. Maybe they want to keep a little more for when they have to re-sign with LeBlanc again.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of looking at their whole thing, even though we just did them. But I think it was, I was thinking more cap-wise, or like, because they did do a tryout with them, with both him and Thornton.
Yes. Well,
or it was like
it was like an open I think it was just like an open skate or open practice, yeah.
Which meant, I'm assuming they were looking at him.
Right.
But I think they also saw that they could do well without him. They don't really need Patrick Marleau, but I wonder if it's the team kind of said cap-wise we might not be able to afford you. Both of them probably be able to afford both of you. And then kind of like what they were doing with Carlson and Pavelski.
Yeah.
So I think it was more so the team saying we might not be able to kind of afford you, but maybe Marleau kind of second thoughts because the whole thing about him getting traded from Toronto and then getting bought out from Carolina was because he wanted to go play back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wants to play either back in San Jose or out west. Again.
All right. Well, I really thought he was going to go back to San Jose.
That's what I kind of thought too. But now, saying this now with Justin Williams, if you're Carolina, really, why did you have us cut? Why would he want us to buy you out now?
I don't know.
But not that I really think that would have really affected him, like either team really that much. But Marleau was a good presence. He was a great fit for
Austin
Toronto.
Matthews, Mitch Marner, and the rest
True,
of the
and that was another thing where like Toronto wasn't really able to afford him, or keep him on, and then also try to sign Marner. So they had to shed something, and he was the one
for sure.
Because I'm looking at Cap Prent, because his last contract he signed for Marleau was in 2017-18. It was 3 years, $18.75 million, $6.25 million a year. That's a lot to kind of take on.
That's expensive.
But he is also 39, so he can't really expect to make that much still.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was it. They were asking too much. He was asking a little too much for what San Jose was able to take him on. But that's a weird thing though, because I guess everyone, maybe it's just because everyone's waiting for some of the RFAs to sign or whatever. But or maybe just because they're older. There's some of these guys that are still out there. Palmerville's still out there. Phaneuf, he can do okay.
Yeah.
Scott Darling. But he might wait until some goalie gets hurt before he gets claimed. And I did say this too. I forget where I saw it, but this is completely random, but I just thought about it. Scuba Steve Mason, I believe, is playing in Russia.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I actually wasn't expecting that. Oh God, that's it was really nice acting that. Yeah, I did see that. Oh my gosh, that was good. That was really good. Oh man.
But yeah. I think I forget what team it was for, but I think I did see someone.
Even if we did see it, I don't know if we would be able to pronounce the team name.
I spelled stats wrong.
Oh my gosh. While you're looking that up here, so from Rick Carpinello, who is the New York Rangers reporter for The Athletic, is reported, and I'm almost certain this is true now, that Pierre Maguire has been removed from NBC Sports' #1 hockey team to be replaced by Brian Boucher. Boosh. So congratulations, Boosh. Yes. Absolutely well deserved, 100%. I know Doc Emmerich absolutely loves working with Boucher. He says he's a tremendous person to work with, very mature, very knowledgeable. Also, this just gets rid of Regis. It's just, yeah, it's wonderful.
One thing I do hate though that they're doing is giving Mike Milbury more airtime.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. But yeah, no. But for Boucher though, the one thing, and this is honest, not only is he a very intelligent guy, but it's so nice to get the perspective from a goaltender.
Yeah,
because there's not one national analyst out there besides, well, I don't even think he goes on national appearances. I was going to say Darren Pang, but I know he broadcasts for the Blues though. But other than that, I don't think there's a single guy out there or analyst out there, I should say, that's like a former goalie, So that's why it's just so nice having a former goalie giving different perspectives on what type of shots to expect, what type of, like, why did a goalie go down and make a butterfly save when he should have made, a different type of save, or, something like that. I'm just making it up right now. But it's just, fantastic, and wish him nothing but the best of luck for this year.
And my guess is very soon after Patrick Sharp's probably going to get a bigger role.
I can see Sharp again in
just because I feel like they used him a lot during the playoffs.
They do.
This past season.
Yeah.
Or past playoffs, so. Yeah, I'm not finding it anywhere.
All good.
That might have been fake news. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, people.
That made me laugh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh. Some big news, though, actually. The NHLPA and NHL are scheduled to resume CBA talks on Friday.
Thank God.
Yeah. So, the reason why this
Get something done.
Yeah, right. Well, the reason why this is big, let's see here. I retweeted something about it a while ago. Yeah, so back on August 30th, the NHLPA released the following statement. Today, the NHL advised the NHLPA that the league will not exercise its early termination right under the CBA. Excuse me. The NHLPA now has the same option. We will continue to discuss this matter with players as their September 15th decision approaches. So, for those who don't understand, the good news is, as long as everything goes according to plan, there should be no lockout for the next, I think, 2 years, which is what is rumored.
Which would be great.
Which would be fantastic.
Because, I mean, 3 is bad enough and 1 tenure. I think 4, and then he's gone.
Yeah. I think even a third lockout, he should be gone.
Yeah.
And this is the same guy that's in the Hockey Hall of Fame and just got put in the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. How the hell is he in there?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love to know.
I didn't vote for him.
I know you didn't. Thank God. Because let's be honest, Mike, your vote matters out of everybody that votes for, of course.
Yeah, everyone listens to us. Just look at our few people that listen to us.
Yeah, you guys...
you guys got us.
Yeah, you get us.
Yeah.
You know what we root for. Love it. Oh, man.
But I think that might be everything league-wise.
Let me take a look really quickly.
But before the Bush thing, because this is something you even didn't really remember, is that he's come a long way. Because I remember he was not too long ago doing pre and post game for the Flyers.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was right around, I want to say 2013 or 14, because it was right around when LaPerriere and Tuckett were doing it.
That I don't remember either.
Yeah, they were on there too. There were still Al Morgani and Bill Clement and John Borick. But
yeah, you're right. Yeah, analysts on here.
Yeah,
Brian Boucher.
There you go.
Look at that. Yeah, it's just I honestly don't remember him on there.
I remember him being on there. I was like, wow, he's good at this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, he does a superb job. He knows his stuff, and like I said, that's why it's so.
He knows his stuff, and he doesn't do the dumb thing that Pierre and some of these other guys do. That kind of wow you by the knowledge he has of where this guy played.
Yup.
Or he doesn't go overboard with it, I guess you should say.
He doesn't. Oh my gosh, there was this article I was reading the other day. That actually, what was it? Let's see here. I think it was. I don't even know. There was this The other day there was this article
On what?
on Pierre. I can't remember.
Like a 101 kind of thing?
No, like someone just wrote an article and everything. But what made the article a lot better was they put down like his worst moments.
Oh, that's great.
It was so awesome. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember last year? Oh, this is bugging me. It was with Kendall Coyne. Sorry, I'm botching her name. Schofield. He was mansplaining hockey to her. Because he was saying like, "Oh, Tampa's gonna be on left, Pittsburgh's gonna be on right. Remember, we're paying you as as an analyst, not a fan."
She was one of those people that was in the in between the ice for like a period or whatever.
Yes,
that dumb
not
thing,
only that, but she's
that kind of dumb thing they do where they bring a celebrity for some reason
right.
down
But
there.
not the like that. I'm not a big fan of, but like it's nice to get her perspective because she's a professional women's hockey player.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, and she's like a three-time Olympian.
I'm not like before when they bring like.
Oh yeah, that I agree. Like they bring
Michael
a NASCAR,
Kendricks and
they bring a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, I
It's
think it was
like,
like
who
Dale
the heck
Earnhardt
cares?
or something like
But,
that. I was like, who cares? Or
But
Jimmy
yeah,
Johnson.
but the infield with Kendall was on the incident.
Yeah.
With Kendall was on there. And
It's like I've played this. I know what's going on.
yeah, right. She's a Olympian that plays the game of hockey. I'm
You
pretty sure
you were probably doing that game, Pierre.
Yeah, yeah, right. I don't know. So it's nice that we don't have to deal with stuff like that during the
Which
prime
probably
time.
means even though he's not there, he might be second string.
Well, no, that's exactly what it is. It said
I
that
was going to say
he's doing
either
the later
second.
games.
I was going to say he's either doing second string. They either swapped them, or he's doing intermission.
I know he's doing like the 10 p.m. games.
Okay, so they pretty much just swapped him and Boosh.
Basically. Really quickly here, because it's important for Buffalo, Dylan Cousins will participate in today's Prospects Challenge practice. A decision regarding his availability for the games will be made by tomorrow morning. If you all remember, he suffered what had to have been a broken hand because his hand looked atrocious in
the development camp.
Yeah, that was bad. But so I'm happy to see.
He was a good Phillies prospect. They don't have him anymore.
He was. He's in Tampa Bay, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Anyway.
But going back towards our favorite team, the team we kind of focus on mostly on here.
Yes, a couple things.
Is the Flyers.
Yeah.
One thing that was really kind of, at least...
This was mentioned quite a bit ago.
Yeah, over a week ago,
At
on the
least,
28th. At least because I know the Flyers tweeted out like a trailer for it.
Yeah.
But they're going to be on NHL Network's
Behind the Glass.
Behind the Glass.
Yeah. It airs in late September.
September 25th.
Yep.
That's at least what that Flyers tweet said.
Yes.
Was airing Wednesday, September 25th. Which is kind of surprising to me because doesn't look... I'm assuming because it's 4 episodes because they've only done it one other time before last year with the Devils.
Yeah.
It's only like 4 episodes, so it's kind of like Hard Knocks or something like that.
Yep.
But it's going to be following their training camp rather than follow them during the Winter Classic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it strange because if you're airing it September 25th and doing 4 episodes, when's your first game?
The first game is October 4th.
So I guess it's following the beginning of the season? I thought it was mostly just training camp.
I guess.
Or is it just everything, they're shooting everything now and then they just air it later?
I guess
I don't
so.
know.
I have no idea.
Because my guess was it was like leading up to when they play in Prague or whatever against the Blackhawks.
Right, that's
what I was thinking.
That's
it was
what I
gonna be.
think it is. I could be wrong. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't mind.
Right.
Because for us at least, it gets you a little closer of what's going on.
Yeah, which is always
Training
cool.
camp-wise, yeah.
Not only that, but just behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's not like 24/7 was
Right.
a couple years ago where you had
Brizzy.
your Briz and everything.
Bears.
Yeah. And everything's
Bears.
everything's gonna get
Beats.
bleeped anyway.
Battlestar
so.
Galactica. Yes, it is. But you know, so honestly, I think that's really cool.
But you might get a better understanding of how
what goes on. Yeah.
No, that battle for the last two
Oh yeah,
spots are,
absolutely.
because
Yeah.
leading into our next thing was Pitlick's now out
Yes.
for like
4 weeks.
That came out like a
Well,
since your last podcast,
actually, all right. So, because he had wrist surgery, so this was posted on August 26th.
August 26th.
So that was last week. So he's out for at least another 3 weeks.
Yeah. So at least to start a training camp.
Yes, and honestly, preseason.
That's what it was really, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, but if one of these younger guys or whatever that are like right close to his spot and they come in hot and he starts off a little slow, they might be able to take his spot away. Not that I think he's going anywhere, because if he goes anywhere, I think it might just be the press box. But there's a chance. It's open now.
Yeah.
It's only for a short time, and you don't know how he'd be after it because it is his hand after all.
Right.
Right? Or was it?
It was his
wrist. That's a big one. That's a biggie.
Yeah.
It's a big one to try to get right. Because remember last year, it was like right around the same time when Couturier hurt his knee.
Yeah.
That took him a little time to get used to it. Not that you would really notice, but it did take him a little time to kind of get his feet right and everything. So
for sure.
And this is another thing too that I saw tweeted out by I want to say it was, if I can find it, so long ago. I want to say it was Sam Carchidi.
But yeah, sorry, guy.
No, sorry. Yeah, it was from an hour ago.
Okay.
Carchidi tweeted AV, as in LA Vigneault, in case no one knows, told Konechny and Provy that from his perspective, it's important they be in camp for the first day. I mean, both are RFAs. That's kind of the tweet, but I'm just thinking, I don't know if that changes their thinking or anything, or
I kind of hope it does, but
at least for Konechny's sake.
Konechny, I think it definitely will.
I think he's signing before Provorov, but
that's my guess, honestly. TK is going to be signed way before Provorov. My only fear with Provorov is I don't know how late he'll be signed by.
I don't know.
Because I know his agent is a stubborn dude, thanks to Hextall mostly, but in general, he's just a stubborn guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, all agents just want what's best for their client.
Yeah.
But there's still some things, obviously, Provorov needs to work on, a couple minor things. Because even the best in the game, they need to work on their skills all the time. You know, Provorov is still a very young defenseman, has a lot to learn.
Because the thing that does annoy me, though, because I feel like, even though you might feel the same way, is that everyone kind of as the three defensemen, the big defensemen that are out there still is Werenski, McAvoy, and Provorov.
Right.
I feel like people think both McAvoy and Werenski are better than him.
Yeah.
I disagree by that a lot, because I think
Werenski's very, very good.
Yes, same with McAvoy, but I think Provorov's better.
My thing is, Werenski might be a little bit better offensively, not defensively.
I'd say that, but he put up, 17 goals not last season, but the season before?
Yeah, the season before, yeah. No, I know.
Not that it's not there, but
right.
It's not.
No, it's there, but I'm just saying,
it's there, but I don't think it's a main concern.
Right, it's not a main concern, but I'm just saying, if...
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, if players were to think... Sorry, players. People were to think, Werenski's better than Provorov, the only aspect I would probably give them is just maybe the offensive aspect, because Werenski's an offensive defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
Provorov, he's a two-way defender.
Same with McAvoy, I think. Or is he more offensive? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was just because rookie camp kind of... I think it's going on now, or it's right around starting soon. But I have like a little list here of all the invitees, and I just laughed because I was laughing before we got on. I found this funny. Because it says how the Flyers kind of acquire them and everything. And the two that really stand out to me that I find really funny, well, really the one, is Philippe Myers. How the Flyers get him? Free agency 2015. Free agent 2015. And then the other guys, Igor Zimola, free agent 2018. Everyone else is either a draft or a camp invite. There's also a second Couturier. Josh Couturier. It's a camp invite.
Sign him.
He played in the ECHL last year, so. But this really kind of shows you and everything.
Really does. Excuse me.
And this is what I find interesting. What I want to kind of look at and keep an eye on is kind of the goalies, and the two goalies really that are here are Felix Sandstrom and Ustameko.
Yeah.
I do want to see how that goes.
I'm excited. This will be fun.
Yeah, because very soon this could be your minus maybe Myers. Well, definitely Myers. This could be very soon, besides maybe some of the invites, but the Phantoms.
Yeah.
Because Ratcliffe's there, Rupsov's obviously there. If he plays stellar, I have a hard time believing he won't make the team, but
Who?
Rupstov, if he plays stellar or whatever, and camp and everything.
Honestly, the more I look at it, and the more articles I've been reading, and everything, I'm very confident in Joel Farabee making the team.
Yeah,
like very confident. I would love if Morgan Frost makes the team as well.
That's a little harder, but
that is a little bit harder.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty certain that Farabee's going to make the team. From what I've heard and everything, he's looked so good, so sharp, extremely strong. Not only that, but I was reading an interesting article on The Athletic the other day, and Joel Farabee and Cam York, they have the most, they have absolutely the most utmost respect for one another. It's amazing. It's unbelievable, really. It's because York was saying that he really thinks that Farabee can be here in Philly already, and he's hoping that he can be here now.
Yeah.
That way he can play with him in a couple of years, hopefully. And Farabee likewise said, I hope York isn't going to be in college too long because I would love to get a chance to play with him because, remember, they're on the U.S. National Development Program together. Yes, Mike. Wait, do that again.
Yes. There you go.
All right, go ahead.
And this list I have up, I'm kind of looking at the stats, not to go back to the goalies or anything.
Right.
But Ustameko last year did really good.
What was his stats?
And the stats that's showing on here, 46 games played, 30, 12, and 3. Goals against 1.78.
What league was this in?
He played for St. Peter's in the MHL, which I think is their version of the AHL in Russia.
Yeah. Okay. But still, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because Sandstrom is a 216 last year goes against, and Roddy Ross, who you probably shouldn't take too seriously at this point because he was born in 2000. Just saying. He's really young. At least 18 or whatever. But he had a 276. He's in the WHL last year, so.
Yup.
So he was this year draft, but he's got a long way to go, especially with how depth the Flyers goaltending is.
That's honestly one of the most amount of depth I've seen in position in quite a while since their defense.
No, it's even weirder.
Huh.
Listen how close both Felix Sandstrom and Ustameko are. Sandstrom's 6'2", 204 lefty. Ustameko 6'3", 201 lefty.
Whoa.
Yeah. If Ustameko can keep playing like that, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how the Flyers can make their decision, not this year, but next year following for a backup to Hart.
It's exciting times to be, and also don't forget Samuel Urson.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to Russ Cohen, he likes Urson better than Sandstrom.
Really?
He thinks he's much better, like much better. Like he says, is no comparison, which is pretty crazy.
Well, that I can kind of get because I think in the past, at least last year, I know Sandstrom kind of struggled a little bit.
He did.
So I think people are kind of taking that against him. But also
I
take
love
this
Felix Sandstrom,
into account too. Even Ustremeko, he's playing with like AHL guys, which I guess you can kind of say is professional, but I don't know how high tier you put the Russian equivalent to the AHL. Central played in the Swedish league,
which is the third best league in the entire world.
Yeah, so it's different compared to the two other leagues, but still, he's playing in the third best professional league. Maybe fourth if you put AHL above it, but I don't know which way you go.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about
People
that.
might be different on that, but...
Right. That's a really good point. I don't know.
I'm more the other way. I think Swedish league's probably better.
Probably.
You just see more, I think.
That's a really good point. I'll have to think about that and get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that we need to add for Philly? Excuse me.
No.
Not that I know of.
Just that we're a month out from the first game.
Yeah, thank gosh. The Islanders, here we go. New York. Well, Brooklyn, technically. So currently,
we're going back to the Coliseum eventually. So I don't know what's going on.
They are playing some games there this year.
Or I don't know where they're playing.
I don't even know. They're making a stadium, I think. I don't know. It's a disaster.
That's what I need to bring up.
What's that?
I forgot to bring it up.
Alrighty.
Well, you know what it is.
While you do that.
It's my write-up.
Oh, yeah. Bring that up. While you do that, here's your
got
projected cap space for this year. $4.65 million. They have all 7 draft picks, all their own, for not only this year, but for the next 2 years as well.
So
which is amazing.
Yeah. Last year they did really well.
Of course.
A lot.
Made it to the second round.
Surprised
They
very
swept
much.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. They finished the where did they finish league-wise? So they were 5th in the league last year with 103 points.
Wait, 5th in the league?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Tampa Bay, Calgary, Boston, Washington, the only teams that were above them. They were only a point behind Washington.
Wow.
They were 48, 27, and 7.
Wow.
Washington was 48, 26, and 8. Now, this is coming off the year before where they were pretty bad.
Yeah.
They had one of the worst defenses in a long time. But there's also this, too. They did get Brady Trotz.
Yes. That kind of helps a lot.
Yeah. But just to quickly kind of go over what I kind of put down for the Islanders.
Mm-hmm.
So their strengths that I put for them. They re-signed Anders Lee,
yes,
Brock Nelson, and Jordan Eberle.
Those are
That's
all
great.
Big wins there. Big.
It's a potential either a surprise team again or near the bottom of the Metro. That's kind of, I don't know.
They're such a tough team to predict.
Yeah. And holes and weaknesses. They did lose Leonard. Granted, they did get Varlamov back, but they did lose Leonard, who did really good for them. But at the same time, Thomas Greiss also did pretty well for them as well.
Yes.
So,
by the way, Greiss, he has 2 years left until he needs to be re-signed. So this year, and then, so after in 2020, 2021, he needs to be re-signed.
Mm-hmm. But that was also, I feel, maybe the first time I can really remember Greiss doing well. So I don't know if that will continue or not. He is 33. It could. Wow, Varlamov's 31. I almost said 21.
Who?
Varlamov. He's 31. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought he was younger.
Right.
But that was kind of my little notes I made on them because they're just this weird team because I thought they were going to be like the Senators. Because they just, last offseason, they just got fourth line guys. It's like, what's going on here?
Not wrong at all.
Matt Martin, Clutterbug, like Tsasikis. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. By the way, looking at their contract,
But at the same time,
yeah.
oh, this is a biggie. Next off season,
Yep.
Matt Barzal.
Yep. They need to re-sign him.
But he's kind of the only one they really have to worry about. And Ho-Sang, however they feel about him. But
I don't know.
because I feel like there was a little while there where he was on the team, but in the last year they brought in Lou came in with Barry and
Yeah.
oh, I also put this too in my I didn't say it, but I put this in my
Oh boy.
Strength column was the Barry Trotz factor. And that teams for some reason decide to play really well when they have Barry Trotz behind that bench.
Got that right.
And this is he kind of came off from winning the Stanley Cup, and they look, they took these guys and brought them to the playoffs.
To the second round.
They went around, got swept, but they weren't around.
Yeah. Against Pittsburgh of all teams.
But that was another thing too. In that series against Carolina, they did lose they did have injury problems there.
They did. This year this past year, I should say now, a lot of the teams, and I mean a lot of the teams, just, the injuries just kept piling on.
But no one can. Carolina was, I feel like, one of the worst teams injury-wise. Luck-wise for injuries.
What really hurt Carolina, I thought, was TVR.
Yeah, that was a big one. But even before that, they were hurt already. Yeah. Like to start the playoffs, they were
Svechnikov got
he was
concussed in the first round against Ovechkin in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't really the same after that one in the rest of the playoffs, I don't think.
No, but still, they went that far. So
yeah,
it just kind of goes to how well we're talking about Carolina here, but how deep they are. But how deep is this team?
Again, it's kind of like going.
Do you
to
think
last
they
year.
can possibly repeat what they did last year, or because I have a feeling they're going to fall off a little bit from last year? They obviously don't. I don't think they're going to be fifth again.
No, that honestly was shocking to me.
Because again, their defense, even though it was really good last year, which I think a lot of it might have played a role in Thomas Greiss and Leonard doing really well, but it's not great, the defense.
Right, because Johnny Boychuk, Nick Leddy, Thomas Hickey, Ryan Pullock, Adam Pelech, Scott Mayfield, Devin Tays.
It's not great.
It really isn't. I'm pretty excited for Ryan Pullock, though. I think he's a pretty good young player for the Islanders.
But there's another weird thing, too, is that I feel like, at least for me, it was kind of a question mark for one Lou took over last year.
Yeah.
I feel like all their, younger guys, for some reason, he just kept in the AHL.
Yeah.
Like, there were some other guys I felt that...
So some guys...
There's other Sebastian Aho they have.
Yes. So there's two guys in the... Cole Barger is on their minor league team.
Mm-hmm.
There's two guys that I know for a fact, I think... Actually, three guys, now that I say their names, that should, and I mean should be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Wahlstrom.
Yes.
He will dominate this league. He's going to be a star. I think there's no doubt about that. He's 19 years old. He's already signed to an entry-level contract.
Yeah.
But
I mean, why not have Kyle Clutterbuck, Tsasikis, and
right.
all these guys take up that cap in that space?
Exactly. The other two guys, Bode Wild, defenseman. He's in juniors right now, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think at some point the defense needs help. He should get a call up. If it's not him, the other guy,
why not
Noah Dobson.
Why not this year?
Huh?
If he plays well during the preseason,
why not?
Why not?
Why not? Worst case scenario, play him for the first 8 games.
Yeah.
If you don't like what you see, just send him down before the 9th game.
I think
no worries.
Lou's one of those guys that does do that. So
yeah. Noah Dobson is the other guy I had in mind. He dropped so low in the draft the other year. Mm-hmm. He went right before Oliver Wahlstrom.
Yep.
The Islanders got Dobson and then Wahlstrom back-to-back picks. That was one of the best drafts I think a team could have had in quite some time. Getting a superb defenseman and forward, because Dobson was projected to be like a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
No,
And obviously, you can
yeah.
kind of argue Hosang too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely argue him.
But I still find it so dumb. This is why I don't like the Islanders.
Yeah.
But I really don't like, because I hate that Barry Trotz this year because I like him.
Yeah.
But Lou Murillo and that number thing is really
I
annoying.
don't. It's so ridiculous.
Because I still feel like even though they did good last year, I feel like the team still would have been better if some of these guys were up. Even though some of them wouldn't be able to come up, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, at worst case, let's say you're done with Matt Martin after this year, because it's an UFA next offseason.
Yep.
There's a spot for you, Oliver.
There is. Not only that, but
then, if you do that, what is Oliver going to be on that fourth line? You screw him over because he's with Zizekas and Clutterbuck?
There's a lot of question marks. Because you also have to re-sign, if you want, Derek Brassard.
Yeah.
He's a UFA. Tom Kuhnackel, UFA. The big RFAs, Ryan Pulak, Devin Taste, and, of course, the biggest one, Matt Barzell.
Yeah. However you feel about Grice, he's also.
And Grice, yeah. I don't know.
And they have a bunch of guys in there.
Bunch of guys in the AHL.
Hosang another one, too. He's an RFA next offseason, so however they feel about him.
I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen with him. Honestly, I think they're going to just move on from him.
They might, but
I don't know. It's really tough to say.
Soderstrom, I think, is supposed to be a pretty good goalie, too.
Who?
Linus Soderstrom?
Yeah, Soderstrom.
He's 23. He's an RFA next offseason, too.
Okay.
Not that he's really going to command much or demand much.
Right.
It's just he's an RFA next offseason.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he plays well this offseason or this season. He is 23. Wow. He's our age. If
it's scary.
they pass on Grice and he's the backup.
Okay.
I can see that.
Not only that, but you have Varlamov as a good veteran to help teach him.
Yeah.
So, why not take a chance?
Because he's not going to cost as much, and you do lose the $3.3 million you have in Grice, which you can then add to your already $4.6 million and
that's
sign
literally
Matt Barzell. There
that's $8 million right there, just about.
There you go.
7.9 and change. So
There you
perfect.
go, Matty.
There's a good solution. All right, Matt Barzell, we figured out a solution for you. Give us a call.
Now my favorite part in seeing their whole thing is, "Hi, Rick DiPietro." Hi, Rick.
I saw that earlier, and it made me laugh. Oh,
Nobody goes farther except for Anders Lee than Rick DiPietro.
Yeah. That's just...
It's great.
Doing it makes it all the best. I'm pretty sure, and I need
Not
to
that
look
it really it doesn't really cost him anything, but he's just still there.
Do you know who...
I know who I am.
No. Do you know who gave DiPietro that contract?
Who?
Mike Milbury.
Aw. Aw, Mike. Aw.
Oh my god.
Is that why you hate Flyers fans so much?
Milbury is also the guy who traded Chara, a first-round pick, who turned out to be Jason Spezza, and Bill Muckle, I don't know who that is, for Alexei Yashin. He then signed Yashin to a 10-year, $90 million deal. In 2003-2004, Yashin suffered a laceration into his forearm and was never the same player he was before the injury.
Like, everyone makes fun of the Flyers and everything for signing Briz to that deal.
Yeah.
At least they don't. At least he's not on the cap friendly page anymore.
Right. After the
DiPietro's still there.
2006-2007 season, the Islanders bought out Yashin and was stuck paying off the forward until 2014-2015.
That's great.
It's amazing. And of course, one of the worst trades.
I do think there is this too.
Yeah.
Because last year they did. Because the big thing last year was how they're going to be without Tavares.
Yeah.
And
They
everything.
did a lot better than I thought
I
they would.
do think this, though, for Barzell's sake. I feel like Lou's a little more stingy on his money.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's not going to pay out a crazy amount for just Barzal.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's why he didn't sign Tavares.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that could potentially do something, but I think they're still going to re-sign him. But I think there's a potential of him not making as much as he could possibly make. But
right.
I mean, compared to you'd have to believe at some point he's going to make more than Anders Lee, who's $7 million a year.
Yup.
They have all their picks as well. And the other weird thing was, too, that not that it really happened with the Islanders, or not that it actually was complete, was didn't they offer sheet or there was a rumor they were going to offer sheet for Marner?
Yep. Don't know whatever happened to that.
They didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were like, wait, if we do this, we might not be able to sign Barzal.
Yeah. Gotta find room somehow. Get rid of a couple other players.
Yep. Not that it really matters because the main guys you want, you signed. They're signed for a good amount of time. Vlad, Bailey, Eberle, Nelson, and Lee. Yep. They're all signed at least 2023, 2024 to 2025, 2026. Which also is where Nick DiPietro was supposed to be.
Oh, Milbury. You are just the worst.
Hold on. I want to... do you say when he was bought out?
DiPietro? Yeah. I'm pretty sure,
So he signed...
2009. That's
2006, 2007 was the signing year.
Was what?
Was his signing year.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was only 2 or 3 after it.
It was only supposed to go until this upcoming season.
Oh my god.
2020, 2021. 2013, 2014. There it is.
That's when they bought him out?
Yeah. Because I see the buyout history.
Yeah. Jeez.
16 years, $24 million.
God.
Date July 3rd, 2013.
How did it take them that long to decide to buy him out?
Hold on, let's see the... okay, you want 06? You went from 06 to... Oh, how long? You want 7 years. And then, you know what? Nah, we're good.
All right. We're good.
Nah. It's still weird to me that, because now the NHL is different, they don't do that long of everything on contracts. Right. It's weird to me that contracts were that long.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially to a goalie.
Yeah, seriously. It's making me laugh so much.
I know. He's 37.
Yikes. Wow.
Rick DiPietro, 39, inactive, retired.
Wow. That's wild.
Estimated career earnings, $42.6 million.
He's rich.
There you go.
He's rich, man. Good for him.
He wasn't great, but hey, there you go.
Hey, he's living happy.
I guess that's what I guess they thought, hey, he was the first overall pick, right?
Yeah.
Why not? He was the first overall pick, right?
It doesn't matter though. Besides all right, you know what? Let me look up.
Yep. Year 2000, drafted first overall.
Even Brodeur, probably the best goalie in NHL history, wasn't drafted first overall. He was drafted 20th overall.
Yeah, goalies never go that high.
Exactly.
I mean, Fleury did.
All right. I think that's the rare exception.
Yeah.
Because he actually performed well.
Yeah.
For the most
still
part.
does.
He still does. He reinvented his game with Vegas.
Not that I really think he really had a say in. I don't think he if it was for him, he probably preferred, or at that time, he would have preferred to stay in Pittsburgh than move on.
Absolutely.
But now,
But everyone knew it was coming.
But now looking at it, it's like, oh wow.
Yeah, right. It's like, all right, now this is a really a blessing. Yeah, it's good for him though. The next team we will cover is the New York Rangers.
Yes. But the funny thing I do find about that is,
by the way,
he won 2 Stanley Cups and then went to the next one.
Yeah.
Penguins did not. I'll leave Penguins fans with that.